Happy Friday 13th, everyone. Today I'm going to be ranking every Jason Voorhees design. And I'm also not going to be including any of the Kid Jasons or Roy Burns from Part 5, A New Beginning. I actually recorded this video back in December 13th. When I looked at the footage, the audio was all messed up and I couldn't fix it. So now I'm doing it today. We have the first Jason on the list being Part 2 Jason. And I think I'm going to put this one in, I guess like B, like a low B maybe. I don't really decide which one. It's an okay design. It's all right. It does fit the aesthetic of Jason Part 2. So I'm gonna be mentioning the faces here. I do think the face is pretty creepy. It's all right design. Next we have Part 3 Jason. I'm gonna put this one in A tier. This is the first hockey mask Jason. It's the most clean the hockey mask would look. No damage or anything like that. It's just pretty simple. This is the first Jason with the button-down shirt and the pants. The face is great. I love the face. Not sure how I feel about the weird deformed ear hole. That one looks pretty weird, but I can ignore it. But yeah, this one's great. Next we have Part 4. I'm immediately putting this one in S tier. This one's essentially just Part 3, but better. You know, there's more damage, like the axe mark to the forehead. By the end of the movie, the two cheek chevrons have worn off. Clothes are dirtier. Skin's like darker and desaturated from blood loss. It's almost as if he's like vile a little bit, which I guess makes sense. I never see anyone mention this, but I also love the long, like, black fingernails. It makes sense that they're all dirty and overgrown because, you know, you wouldn't clip them or clean them or anything, obviously. And yeah, this is just amazing. I love this design. The face is hands down my favorite Jason face. It's based on Jason's makeup from Part 1. Almost looks like he's smiling. Same with Part 3's face, which I forgot to mention. The way his like mouth is shaped just makes it look like he's smiling, basically. And next we have the dream or hallucination Jason from Part 5. I didn't include Roy, like I said in the intro, but these ones are great too. I'll put these on an A tier. But yeah, it's not really far off from the design in Part 4. I don't have much to say about it. Now Jason lives, and I think I'm gonna put this one. It's gonna go in A tier. I guess a low A. My main problem with this one is the lack of continuity. Firstly, the mask. The mask looks nothing like the one in Part 4, and I know some people have theorized that Tommy, you know, made his own mask. You could headcanon that, but I don't think that's the actual case here. I don't find it surprising that Tommy would have kept on to Jason's mask. It's too wide, the straps are brown leather instead of the black straps for some reason. There's only one chevron which isn't half worn off like it was in Part 4, it's just a little bit scratched. The mask also looks too clean, and Jason's clothes also are too clean. Like for someone who's been buried for several years, you'd think that his clothes would look a lot dirtier, but they don't. The lack of continuity just puts us down a bit. Overall, it's a fine look, though. I quite like it. I don't really mind the gloves. You can go with or without it. The belt's a little bit much, but I don't really mind it like other people do. The face, I think it looks too human. I think it's not like deformed enough. But yeah, this is an A tier design. It's good, but there's just not enough continuity for me. Next, we have Part 7, and undeniably, this is S tier. Just barely beats Part 4. What can I say about this that everyone else hasn't? The mask is back to the right shape and size. It has the black straps. And speaking of the mask, it also has, you know, the boat propeller damage from the end of Part 6, so you can see his teeth on the side. The only thing missing here is the headshot from Part 6 and the hand split from Part 4. But those two nitpicks aside, this is perfect. The face is, again, great. Second favorite behind Part 4. Yeah, let's move on. Next we have Part 8. And I'm gonna stick this one in A tier. I'm not sure above or below Part 3. I think for now it's gonna go in front. I don't know, it's either way. Again, there's not really any continuity between this one and Part 7. He for some reason has gloves again, and his clothes are black, and his flesh seems less rotted, which I guess was a budget thing, or because Part 7 was like his most detailed look, so they just didn't bother. He gets a new mask here. I like the mask. It is very yellow, and the bottom cheek triangles are pointing the wrong way, but I can look aside that. It doesn't really bother me as much as it used to. I like how he's always wet in this movie. That's a unique look. Some people like that, some people don't. I like it. I like all the seaweed and stuff that he has on his body. The face is just, it's weird. I don't even know what they were going for at all. The concept art actually looked a lot better and closer to Part 7. But still, this is a great design. I really like it. Next, we have the design from Jason Goes to Hell, and I'm gonna put this one also in A tier. This is a very unique look. The mask was actually made from a promo mask for Part 7, which is why it has, you know, the boat saw damage, axe mark. And speaking of the mask, of course, most notably, Jason's skin has grown around the mask. It's kind of uncomfortable to look at. You can see like it's bloody edge around the mask. It's a cool look. He gets a new outfit, but I kind of like it. I don't really care about continuity at this point. He also has these gray strands of hair at the back of his head. Part 4 actually had that, which not a lot of people know, but he did have some strands of hair. Forgot to mention that. I like the design. It's barely in the movie, but I still like it. Next, we have the Jason X design, the pre-Uber Jason one. And I think I'm going to put this one... it's going to go in C. And I think, honestly, with me saying that, I might move this one down to C. This one's just C, and this one's high C, I guess. It's not bad, but it's not great. I don't love it. It's not one of my favorites. The mask is a lot more angular, and the straps are on the inside of the mask for some reason. The weird thing about this design is that Jason appears more human here. Like, he kind of did in Jason Goes to Hell because he had a more human skin color, but at the same time, his skin still had like this rotting appearance to it. But you don't see that here. Like, his hands are perfectly fine. He is missing one eye, and it's like part of his face is burnt. And you can even see some bubbling, which I guess was a reference to the Jason Goes to Hell design. They do say in this movie that Jason can regenerate, so I guess that's what they were doing here. This design's alright. Next, we have Uber Jason from Jason X, and this one's grown on me a little bit, but it's still stupid, so I'm putting it in E tier. I love this design, it looks cool, but it doesn't work for Jason. People say he looks like someone from Power Rangers. He has this like Predator style mask. Yeah, it's weird. Next, we have Jason from Freddy vs. Jason, and honestly, hot take, but I'm gonna put this one in S tier. I really like this design. A lot of people hate on Jason wearing a jacket. I don't know why. The mask looks a lot more like the one from part 3 because, you know, there's no damage or anything. It just looks like the part 3 mask, but dirty. I don't actually mind seeing Jason's eyes because you do see his eyes most of the time in this movie, but I'm not strict with seeing Jason's eyes as I am with seeing Michael Myers' eyes. We don't actually see his face in this movie, but there's a picture of it from a cutscene. It looks kind of good. It must be taking inspiration from part 4, but yeah, I think this is a really underrated design. And next we have Sackhead Jason from the reboot, and I'm gonna put this one in A tier. I'm gonna put it like right here, I guess. Maybe right here. I don't know. First off, I think the Sackhead really works with this outfit he has going on, the jacket and shirt. And I actually do like the outfit. Yeah, this one's pretty cool. Next, we have the hockey mask Jason from the remake. I'm just gonna put this one right above the Sackhead version, because they're basically the same, just with a different mask. And the mask looks great. It's a really nice mask. Of course, there's no damage this time since, you know, it's a different continuity. Not that Freddy vs. Jason even bothers to have that damage, but yeah. Not really any damage, but there is weathering, because, you know, it's a dirty, scratched up mask. I think there might be a little bit too many strands of hair on Jason. Not really sure how I feel about him being blonde either, but I really like this design. Okay, I'm a little bit conflicted now. I think I'm gonna put this one, like, right here. Ooh, okay, but these are basically the same. Ah, goddamn, this ranking's hard. I kind of want to put this one S tier, but at the same time, I don't think it's really S tier. Although I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of the face, honestly. I don't really like the circle, just white, like blind eye. The mouth could probably be better. I don't know, the face just kind of looks weird to me. But that is my ranking of every Jason Voorhees design. Comment down below how you would rank the Jason designs. Subscribe if you all want to see more videos from me, and I'll see y'all next time. See ya.